The Merchant of Venice, Act 1, Scene 1. The opening scene gives an exposition to the drama ahead. Here we see a main character, Antonio, in a pensive mood, in a melancholic mood, and the reason is not known. And we find two of his companions coming up to him, and they propose their own reasons, that these might be the reasons for which you are sad. But Antonio goes on to say that he is not known about the reason of his sadness, but he is sad because he is not happy. And then we see other characters coming into the play, that is Gratiano and Lorenzo and Bassanio, and we get an introduction that Bassanio is related to Portia. The first speech will be starting from now. The scene is at Venice, a street. Antonio, Solanio, and Salerio enter. Antonio: in sooth, I know not why I am so sad. Yet wearies me. You say it wearies you. But how I caught it, found it, or came by it, what stuff it's made of, whereof it's born, I am to learn. And such want-wit sadness makes of me that I have much ado to know myself. So this paragraph means, in sooth, truly, I do not know why I am so sad. It troubles me. You say it troubles you. But how I caught it, how I encountered it, how I found it, how I came by it, how I came across it, how it is made of, whereof it originated, I am yet to learn. I am yet to know the cause and root origination of this sadness. And this sadness makes me have more wit. I need more wit to know. I need more intelligence to know that what this sadness makes of me, and I am having much trouble to know myself. In sooth means truly, I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me, it troubles me. Wearies again means a trouble, but how I caught it, how I came across it, how I got related to it, I don't know, and I am yet to learn. And to learn this, I need more intelligence, I need more thinking power to understand my relation with this sadness. Salerio: your mind is tossing on the ocean, there were your argosies with portly sail, like signors and rich burghers on the flood, or as it were the pageants of the sea, do overpeer the petty traffickers, that curtsy to them, do them reverence, as fly by them with their woven wings. Salerio is a friend of Antonio who says that your mind is tossing on the ocean. Your mind is not here. You are physically present with us, but your mind is there in the ocean. Where your argosies, argosies means where your merchandise, your big commercial ships are sailing. They are sailing on the sea. So your mind is with the ships about their well-being. And they are such huge merchandise ships that they are being compared to rich burghers and signors on the flood. Flood means on the sea water, as if rich burghers and signors, the known well-respected people, are walking down in the oceans. And they overpeer the petty traffickers, that to curtsy to them, do them reverence. And these are the wealthy people. Here the ships are being compared to the wealthy, rich, known people, the signors and the rich burghers who are walking on the ocean, and they are overtaking the other small boats who are being compared to the petty traffickers, and they look down upon, means the ships of Antonio are high and the other boats are lower, and the ships of Antonio are as if looking down to the other boats, and the other small boats are paying curtsy to them. They bend down and they bow down with the reverence. They show their respect to the big merchandise ships of Antonio, as the ships of Antonio go past them, across them with their woven wings. The woven wings here refers to the canvas of a ship, the cloth thing, which makes the ship sail forward with the help of wind. Solanio: believe me, sir, had I such venture forth, the better part of my affection would be with my hopes abroad. I should be still plucking the grass to know where sits the wind, peering in maps for ports and piers and roads, and every object that might make me fear misfortune to my ventures out of doubt would make me sad. Salanio here says his own reason that trust me, sir, if I was in a position like yours, if I had my ships into the oceans, then better part of my affections means the better part of my thoughts, my hopes, my all attention, the major part of all my thoughts and all my things that is running on my mind would always be with my ships. I would always be concerned about what is the fate of my ships. I should be still plucking the grass to know where sits the wind. Here it said that Salanio would be plucking a grass and see that which direction the grass is bending. Because when the wind blows, a grass is very light, so it is supposed to bend in either of the direction, and that way Salanio would be determining the way of the flow of wind. Peering in maps for ports and piers and roads. Peering in maps means looking into maps and roads and ports, piers. These are the places where the ships of Salanio can take a hostage, can stop or halt for a while in case of any mishap that is faced by the ships on their journey. And every object that might make me fear misfortune to my ventures out of doubt would make me sad. And every little thing that can make me afraid of any misfortune happening to my ships, to my commercial engagements, would make me very sad. SALERIO. My wind cooling my broth would blow me to an ague when I thought what a harm a wind too great at sea might do. I should not see the sandy hourglass run, but I should think of shallows and of flats. SALERIO here gives examples that what can be the dangerous objects which are very much like our daily things which a person encounters normally, but thinking of the daily things, he relates it to its ships and how much concerned he is about his ships, that every little thing he comes across, his mind is always connecting it with the fate of his ships. My wind cooling my broth means broth means soup, and my wind means when I blow out into my soup to cool it, I'll be reminded that what can happen, what a great harm can happen when a wind too powerful at sea might do to my ships. So what happens when a wind that is too powerful, a strong storm hits the ships sink. So when I'll be blowing to cool my soup, I'll be reminded that what a wind too great at sea might do to my ship. I should not see the sandy hourglass run, but I should think of shallows and of flats, and see my wealthy Andrew docked and sad, wailing her top lower than her ribs to kiss her burial. Here, the sandy hourglass is a conical shaped glass, the two conical shaped glass inverted over one another, which shows a certain amount of time is passing, with a certain amount of time getting transferred from the upper conical surface to the lower conical container. So on seeing that marker of time, that object, I'll be reminded of the sands, that what a great harm can sands be for my wealthy Andrew. Andrew here is the name of the ship. I should not see the sandy hourglass run, but I should be reminded of shallows and of flats. Shallow waters, here it means the shallow waters, and of flats means the flat lands. Shallow waters, where do we find shallow waters? We find shallow waters at the beaches. So if I see sand, I'll be reminded of the beaches, that what happens if my wealthy Andrew gets out of his path and find itself near the beaches, and it is docked, it is toppled in sand, wailing her high top lower than her ribs, means her top would be touching the sand that will be lower than the ribs. Ribs here means the deck. The deck is always supposed to be the front streamlined part of the ship. So if the high top, wailing her high top, the richly loaded ship, if that is docked in sand, then it is going to get lower than even the deck, that is the front part. So that means that the ship is going to turn over into the beaches, into the sands. So that is going to be a great trouble. The ship is going to get all scattered with all the spices and all the things it is carrying. To kiss her burial. So when the ship is toppled, that means the ship is personified as a person who is bowing down into the sand to kiss it, and it is kissing its own burial, it is kissing its own end. Should I go to church and see the holy edifice of stone and not be reminded of the strait of the dangerous rocks? If I go to the church and I see the holy edifice of stone means a holy stony structure that one finds in the churches. So if I go to the church and I'll be seeing that holy stone structure in the church, and I'll be reminded that what a stone can do to my ship, what a danger can rocks be to my ship, which if they touch my gentle vessel's side, vessel means the ship, if the rocks touch my vessel's side, and it would scatter all her spices into the stream. So if a great rock is striking against the body of the ship, then that part is going to get a hole, and entire thing that it is containing would come out from the ship into the waters. So all the spices will be scattered in the stream and enrobe the roaring water with my silks. Means the ship is carrying silks, and when the ship is struck by a rock, then the silk is going to flow out from the ship to the water, and it is going to cover the entire water around it, that is enrobe my silk into the roaring water. Roaring means the sound that you find in the sea, the waves, the sound of the waves, that is being compared as a roar. And when this happens, which in a word, but now worth this and now worth nothing. Shall I have the thought to think on this, and shall I lack the thought that such a thing by chance would make me sad? But tell me not, Antonio, is said to be sad upon his merchandise. So when the silk is enrobing the water, then it is totally getting wasted. And what is going to happen at this time, that the silk that was of so much value just a time before, it is getting totally useless, and it is going to be now worth nothing. The spices, the silk that were of so much of commercial importance is going to get totally scattered into the roaring waters, and now they would be of no use, they would be of no worth. And if I have the capacity to think so much that these all can be the dangers to my ship, then I also have the thinking capacity to understand that what will be my state if any of these things occur. So this is what SALERIO says. Shall I have the thought to think on this, and shall I lack the thought that such a thing by chance would make me sad? So if I can think so much, then shall I not also think that such a thing occurring would make me sad? So tell me not, Antonio, you are sad while you are thinking about your merchandise. Antonio, to all these reasons, he replies here, and this is a very important speech that, believe me, I thank my fortune for it. My ventures are not in one bottom trusted, nor to one place, nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of this present year. Therefore my merchandise makes me not sad. This speech is important because these are the reasons Antonio gives, that all my wealth are not dependent on the merchandise of this present venture. means to say that I have more money in stock, I have more backups with me, and my financial condition is not dependent upon this present venture, nor is all my things concentrated in one vessel, means all the things that I am exporting are not put in one vessel. So even if one vessel strikes a misfortune, then the other vessels are going to reach to their place, and that is going to earn me profit. And it is not even so that all the ships are going to one single place, so they are going to their respective destination, and the destinations are not same. So these are the three reasons that I cannot be sad thinking about my ships. So this is a very important speech that can come in test or exams, and you are very much likely to encounter this speech. SALERIO, why then you are in love? So here SALERIO proposes that if none of these reasons are making you sad, then maybe you are sad because you are being poetic and you are in love. Antonio says, fie, what rubbish, that this cannot be. Not in love neither, then let us say you are sad because you are not merry. And it were as easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are merry because you are not sad. So here SALERIO then proposes a very simple reason, that let us say that you are sad because you are not happy. And if it were as easy for you to laugh and say you are happy, because you are not sad. So this is a very simple statement, that you are sad because you are just not happy. And it is not as easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are happy because you are sad. So now here SALERIO gives an example. Now by two-headed Janus. Janus is a Roman god of doors, a god who has two faces. One face facing inward and one face facing outward. One face is a frowning face and the other one is a smiling face. So this shows dual nature of people, the two faces of a people. Nature had framed strange fellows in her time, some that will evermore peep through their eyes and laugh like parrots at a bagpiper. So here that two types of people the Janus is symbolizing here, and nature hath framed similarly two types of people as its creation. One who are always happy, they smile and laugh on everything that is happening with them. They are evermore going to peep through their eyes, means they are going to smile and laugh, and when a person smiles their eyes get minimized, so their eyes can always be seen in that fashion because they're always jolly, they're always laughing and smiling, laugh like parrots at a bagpiper. So bagpiper is nothing of a joke, but that is of an instrument, but they are always so jolly that they are laughing like silly parrots as they laugh at a bagpiper. And the other kind is of such vinegar aspect that they will not show their teeth in a way of smile, though nestures swear a jest be laughable. And other kind of people are of such vinegar aspect, are of such sour. Sour is a taste, vinegar tastes sour. So, and other people of such sour aspects are of such strict aspects that they are not going to show their teeth in a way of smile, means they are not going to smile at any moment, and they are not going to show their teeth in the smiling gesture, even at a joke that Nestor swears that it is very much funny. It is laughable. So who is Nestor here? Nestor is an old and wise Greek general who fought in the Trojan War. So he is a serious person, and if that person laughs at a joke, then it is seriously very funny, and that is indeed a laughable joke. But there are people of such sour aspects that they do not laugh or they do not smile at any cost, even if a joke has been cracked before them, that even Nestor swears. He promises that this joke is laughable, this is funny, but these people are not going to smile at it again. SOLANIO, here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman. Gratiano and Lorenzo fare well. We leave you now with a better company. So SOLANIO here finds out that Bassanio and Gratiano enter into the scene, And here he says that we will leave you with a better company, with better friends of yours, and hence they are going to take our place and we will leave. SALERIO. I would have stayed until I had made you merry if worthier friends had not prevented me. I would have stayed with you until I had done away with your sadness and made you happy if worthier friends with their presence had not stopped me to do it. Means since Gratiano and Bassanio are coming into the scene, so here SALERIO says that they are closer friends of yours, hence I should leave you with their company and I should take your leave. But if they had not come, I would have stayed with you and made you happy and done away with your sadness, but since they are here, I will leave you with a better company. Antonio, your worth is very dear in my regard. I take it your own business calls on you and you embrace this occasion to depart. Antonio here makes it very clear to SALERIO that your worth, your place in my heart is very dear. Your worth is very dear in my regard. I respect you. You are very dear to me. And I take it, I think of it that your own business means your own engagement, your own work requires your presence, means you are having some work and you need to go there, and since this is occasion when two more people are coming here, so you are taking this occasion to depart, and that is the entire thing. There is nothing like he is better or you are lesser. So Antonio makes it very clear. Then Bassanio, Lorenzo and Gratiano enter. SALERIO says, good morrow my lords, good morning my lords. Bassanio, good signors both, when shall we laugh? Say when, you grow exceeding strange, must it be so? Bassanio says, good signors both, good people, when shall we laugh? When shall we meet again? And when shall we have a good time, a quality time together? Say when shall we do it? You grow exceeding strange, must it be so? That we are not in contact, so we are becoming strangers. Should it be so? SALERIO, we'll make our leisures to attend on yours. We'll make ourselves free to attend on your free time. So here it means that when we are mutually free, we will make and have a good time spent together.